Oral Health and Nervous System Health, Emerging Insights from 2025 Abstract. Recent 2025 findings underscore significant links between oral health, particularly periodontal disease, and oral microbiome composition and nervous system outcomes, including cognitive function, mood disorders, pain sensitivity, and neurodegeneration. This review summarizes epidemiological associations, mechanistic pathways, and implications for intervention. 1. Oral microbiome and brain structure, cognition, and mental health. The Paramind study, a subsample of the Hamburg City Health Study N equals 1026, used 16 seconds RNA sequencing of subgingival fluid to map oral microbial networks associated with periodontitis severity. Participants with high abundances of periodontitis-associated taxa exhibited poorer cognitive performance, reduced cortical thickness and subcortical volumes, and elevated leukocyte counts even after adjusting for demographics and vascular risk factors. New York Post 3 MP3 Business Insider 3 Medrxiv 2 Medrxiv 2 Medrxiv 2. In a large population cohort examining anxiety, depression, and PTSD symptoms and 306 mental health participants vs 164 controls, differences in salivary microbiome species correlated with mental health symptom severity. For example, Prevotella histicola abundance correlated positively with depression scores and negatively with quality of life. While Haemophilus sputorum was lower in PTSD cases, functional prediction suggested altered tryptophan metabolism tied to lower plasma serotonin in symptomatic individuals. Reddit 1 2. Neuroinflammation and neurodegenerative disease pathways. A systematic review confirmed that oral and gut dysbiosis contribute to Alzheimer's disease pathology by promoting systemic and neuroinflammation via cytokine activation, blood-brain barrier disruption, and brain deposition of P. gingivalisum and amyloid. PubMed. Recent research in neural regeneration research 2025 further described how oral microbial dysbiosis may accelerate brain aging and neurodegeneration through multiple pathways: bloodstream invasion, neural transmission, for example trigeminal roots, microglial activation, endothelial damage, tau phosphorylation, and amyloid deposition. MP2 PubMed to PubMed 2. Animal studies also show promise. In mice with periodontal infection, P. gingivalisum and related pathogens induce neuroinflammatory cascades in Alzheimer's-like pathology, while treatment with the probiotic Bacterius unnice unmitigated amyloid and tau accumulation and reduced cytokine release. BioMed Central 3, Oral Health, Pain, Syndromes, and Nervous System Sensitivity. An Australian study published in Frontiers in Pain Research 2025 found that among 186 women, 67% with fibromyalgia, those with poor oral hygiene had a 60% higher odds of moderate severe body pain and nearly 50% higher migraine frequency. Researchers suggest that oral microbes may influence nervous system pathways to heighten pain sensitivity in chronic pain conditions. New York Post 4, Oral gut-brain axis and gut-brain interaction disorders. A 2025 clinical report in Digestive Diseases and Sciences examined women with functional gastrointestinal disorders (FGIDS). Poor oral health measured by periodontal symptoms was significantly associated with gut-brain interaction disorders, suggesting inflammatory signaling between oral cavity, gut, and nervous system pathways may contribute to FGIDS and associated neuropsychiatric symptoms. SpringerLink. Additionally, a review in Microorganisms 2025 described the oral gut-brain axis, highlighting how oral dysbiosis contributes to systemic inflammation and immune activation that influence cognition and neurodegeneration. Pathways include neural vagus, trigeminal, endocrine, and immune signaling across mouth-gut-brain domains. MP5, Mechanistic Overview, Oral Nervous System Interactions. Microbial pathway. Pathogens like P. gingivalisum, Prevotella, Fusobacterium can translocate into circulation or neural pathways, reach the CNS, and induce neuroinflammation, amyloid or tau pathology, or pain sensitization. BioMed Central immune activation. Periodontal inflammation elevates systemic inflammatory markers, for example IL-6, CAR-P, that may cross the BBB and exacerbate microglial activation and neural injury. PMC Wikipedia. Neurotransmitter modulation. Altered oral microbiota may interfere with tryptophan metabolism and serotonin synthesis, influencing mood and pain regulation. Reddit neural signaling routes. Oral microbes may travel via cranial nerves, trigeminal, olfactory to access CNS, bypassing circulation, contributing to regional neuroinflammation. PubMed 6. Implications for research and clinical practice. Interventions, probiotic therapies targeting oral pathogens, for example, niacin and dietary nitrates show potential for modulating neuroinflammation and cognitive outcomes, though human trials remain absent. Eatingwell.com 13 BioMed Central 13 BioMed Central 13 Screening and integration. Dental assessments could be integrated into neurological and mental health evaluations, especially in populations at risk for cognitive decline, chronic pain, or psychiatric symptoms. Behavioral hygiene, emphasizing consistent brushing, flossing, and periodontal maintenance may cast far-reaching benefits for neural and emotional health beyond oral cavities. Conclusion: recent 2025 research reinforces the oral-brain axis as a burgeoning domain. Microbial patterns in the mouth can correlate with cognitive performance, brain structure, mood disorders, pain perception, and neurodegenerative processes. These findings support a multidimensional perspective wherein oral hygiene is relevant not only to dental health but also to nervous system function. Interdisciplinary strategies integrating dentistry, neurology, immunology, and mental health care could enable preventive and therapeutic approaches targeting oral systemic nervous interactions. References: Peterson M., Walther C., Boroff K. Edel. Oral microbiome profiles relate to periodontal disease and brain health. Paramind study. medRxiv 2025, doi 10-1101-2025-02 22.25-322702 Business Insider 1 New York Post 1 medRxiv 2 medRxiv 2 medRxiv 2 Anonymous Reddit User Summary Probing the Oral-Brain Connection, Microbiome Patterns and Mental Health Symptoms, Reddit or R or Scientific Nutrition. January 2025, Reddit to Lee X Ni Z, She W Edel. Nitrate ameliorates alcoholindus cognitive impairment via oral microbiota, J neuroinflammation, 2025. 22-106 BioMed Central. Neural regeneration research, unraveling brain aging through the lens of oral microbiota, Neural Regan Rays, 2025. PubMed Journal of Neuroinflammation. Niacin mitigates neuroinflammation in Alzheimer-like model triggered by periodontal disease, J neuroinflammation, 2023 BioMed Central Erdrikes, Harnett G. Oral health is associated with disorders of gut-brain interaction in adult women, Dig Dis C 2025. 70 638643 SpringerLink 1 New York Post 1. Adilna Omarigbisi Yadavich Gines The Oral Gut Microbiome Brain Axis in Cognition, Microorganisms, 2025. 13.4, 814 MP Harnett G. and Erdrikes, Australia. Oral Health, Oral Microbes, and Chronic Pain or Migraine Association. Front Pain Rays, 2025, plus 2 New York Post PMC Review on Psychoneuroimmunology and Oral Diseases. PMC 2025 PMC Wikipedia. Periodontal Disease, Systemic Inflammatory Markers, Periodontal Disease article updated recently Wikipedia. Review on Oral Microbiota in Intracranial Aneurysms, J. Neural Vascular via PubMed 2025 PubMed.